Hey guys, what's going on? Back to you again. And my AC is going on because it's hotter than hell up here in New Hampshire, and hope everyone's staying safe and healthy and all that good stuff. And so I was requested to do a video by Leroy Green 85, aka The Last Dragon. Shout out to you, my man. Thanks so much for the request, and before his request, I plan on doing something like this, before, this is basically like experiences and tips on online dating, pretty much, as if some of you may know, I am in a good relationship with my girlfriend Cassandra, and I'm in a very good relationship when we met online. Just in case if you guys haven't seen the last video I did, I'll just tell you a little bit of what I said in the last video. But if you want to check out the other video, then feel free to check it out. It's on my channel and all that. And also, we met online through Facebook, believe it or not. And we've been together for almost a year now, which that part I didn't mention. So the part that I just mentioned just now is new to everybody, basically. So pretty much what made me want to start online dating is first of all, a couple years back, I wanted to do something different, because I don't really go to a whole lot of places to meet people or anything like that, but basically I decided to do online dating. I've done dating on a whole bunch of different websites, Plenty of Fish, Meet Me, Hot or Not, OkCupid, and some other ones I can't remember. But I've also hit up girls on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that, which those I don't have anymore. Instagram or Snapchat, don't have either of those. I didn't really get into them that much, so just not into it that much. But a lot of the times, I thought that I would have a good outcome, talking to some girls, and there were quite a few people that were nice and stuff like that. Some of them were very nice at first, but then turned out to be just real jerks and everything like that. So that was disappointing and heartbreaking and frustrating. And let's see. And then also there was a lot of ghosting, which if you guys don't know what that means, it means if you're talking to someone and then you just stop talking to them. That's what happened to me a lot too. So that was also very hard, also not meeting anybody that, talking to people anyway, who didn't live near me or anything like that, so that was also really hard to deal with and stuff like that. And there were a lot of times where people were trying to scam me, people were asking me to give them money and stuff like that, which I said to all those people no, because I'm a smart guy, and plus I don't like giving money to strangers, especially if I don't know them. And even if I see people that say, people that are on the street and they have homeless for whatever reason, I still don't do it, because I feel you never can tell whether someone is telling the truth or lying, so I usually don't do that. But if people do that, that's fine. I don't judge you if you're gonna be giving money to strangers that have a homeless sign up and everything like that. That's on you. No judgment there whatsoever from me. You do what you want. But I'm just saying how I feel about it personally. And I was also bullied on online dating websites. People call me names, making fun of me, saying that I'm fat and this, that, and the other, um, just being plain mean and stuff like that. So you got to be aware of that. And also, don't ever do what the dating sites, Meet Me or Plenty of Fish. Two of those sites are very sketchy, and I repeat, do not do any of those. And but if you do want to do like a like a paid service, like you always do the paid ones, because you never do the free ones, because on the free ones everyone's gonna feel like they can do whatever the hell they want and just say whatever they want and whatever. But if you want to do paid ones, then I suggest Match.com, Hot or Not, and some of the ones that are out there that are advertised on TV. I'd say go for it. At least try them, I guess. And and if you if you do find someone you like and they happen to like you, then congrats to you. And but if you don't find anybody, then you can always try another one. Like, that's my advice that I give to you, for anybody who is struggling or wants to do online dating. That's the only advice I can give you from personal reasons. Well, from this personal experiences. Excuse me. Sorry. The other thing I also wanted to talk about is people were saying that I'm creepy and that I'm a pedophile, which that is not true. Also, people were lying about their age too, so you got to be aware about that too, because I had that happen a couple times. And it wasn't me, being inappropriate or anything, because I'm not that guy. Nor will I ever will be that guy, because I've always been taught to respect women and not treat them like dirt or as like a sexual object or anything like that. So that's just not who I am. So for anybody who thinks that that I'm creepy or anything like that, which I wasn't, then that's on them. If people think that I am, then whatever. I just know the truth, and I'm telling everybody, my friends, my family, my fans, that I'm not creepy in any way, shape, or form. I never was, I never will be. I have made some mistakes in the past, but nothing serious like that, you know what I mean? I would never do anything to hurt anybody. Men, women, children, you name it, I wouldn't do anything to harm anybody. But that's just not who I am. And there was a lot of crazy people out there that I try to get to know, and at first, I knew that these certain people had issues, but at the time, they were nice and everything like that, and they wanted to get to know me, and I wanted to know them. And for a while, it was good. And this happened with a couple of people. I'm not gonna say their names because I might get called out for it, and I might get yelled at or something, which I don't want to have that. And I also don't want anybody, not saying that you guys will, but I don't want anybody to be bashing these people and everything like that, because this is not what I'm here for. I don't want to start wars or anything like that over social media. Just not interested in doing that stuff. But and then talking to them for a while, and then things started getting a little questionable, red flags start popping up. And I guess that at the time I was in denial, because I wanted to have a relationship with this person. I never started dating any of these people, but there were a few that I wanted to actually try to have a relationship, but it just never ended up working out because they had so much problems and stuff like that, and I was being targeted for whatever reason. What was going on in their personal business, I have no idea. And nor do I really care to know, because it's just so much craziness in the world that, I can only imagine what's going on in other people's lives and stuff like that, and they have to retaliate to people, which is not fair to me or anybody in general in the world. And you always got to be careful about that. And if you have like a gut feeling, definitely listen to it. I had like, I was in denial a lot, but I also had a lot of gut feelings too during online dating, so I'm glad I actually listened to a lot of my gut feelings, because if I didn't, then I would have had a really bad outcome. I probably would have been in a bad relationship, an abusive relationship, or whatever, which I did not want, and stuff like that. And I'm glad that I didn't, end up dating any one of these people, because it wouldn't have lasted very long, and also, like, it just would have been a really bad heartbreak, for me, probably, and also for them, and stuff like that. So you also got to be very aware of how people respond to it, because a lot of times, there were a few times where I got messages and it was real people, but there were some times where I got messages and it wasn't real people. Like, it was like probably like a cop doing it, because cops have their jobs and they're going on dating sites, like go looking for predators and whatever, which I'm not. Excuse me. So you got to be aware of that, and that can be really annoying. And you also want to do a little research on a person, to like look up their name, see if they have any felonies against them, which I've done that before, and I'm glad I did. And so I recommend doing that too. And also you want to pay attention to their profile, and if they work or not. Like, a lot of the people I contacted couldn't work and stuff like that, which that is not good. So you got to be aware of that. And I've also used up my minutes on because I have a track phone. I still do, but this phone I have right here is an old iPhone. This is my grandmother's old phone, actually, because she has one of the newer iPhones. But yeah, I have what is it? It's I think this is the iPhone 7, I think, or something. I can't remember. I apologize, but it's a good phone still, and it still works too, so that's a plus there for me. And basically, what ended up happening is that, I tried to contact this one girl on Facebook, and then she said she didn't want to talk on Facebook, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then, I was talking to her on my cell phone. She was blowing up, like my minutes and everything like that, and I had to spend $40 on a phone card in about probably like a couple weeks, probably, which that's not very smart. Don't do that. And I learned my lesson. I never did that again, and I never will. But yeah, so you definitely got to be careful about what you're doing. Learn from my mistakes, and and also learn from your mistakes too. I've learned from my mistakes, but we're all human. We're all gonna make silly, stupid mistakes in our lives one time or another. But we just got to learn on not repeating the same ones over and over again. That's the main thing, and also. You really got to be careful with what people say that they live in, because I've talked to some people that have actually said that, well, it's on their profile, said that they lived in one place, but then they ended up living in like another country or something. So you also got to be aware for that, and don't fall for that stuff, because they could be a scammer. Even though, like, if they are a nice person, just don't take any chances. But yeah, and there's also like a lot of like rude people on online dating sites. Like, I don't know what the big deal is, like why people just go on there, and when someone says something to you and then you just get all pissed off about it. Like what's the big issue of someone just saying like, hey, how's it going, and then you're acting like a brat about it? It's just like, why are you doing that? Like, there's just no need for that. And it's also annoying. Like, I know this is never gonna stop, but it really does need to stop. It really does. And I just think there's just too many ignorance in the world these days and stuff like that. And I just think that people need to work together, like to stop all this hatred and bitterness towards one another and everything. It's just not right and everything. And so yeah, throughout a couple of years of doing online dating, I've been pretty angry, depressed, sad, heartbroken, you name it. I've always said that how like this shit is never gonna get any better, and it never will get better and stuff like that. But I think that like the more you think about it like that, the worse it's gonna get. So you also got to be aware of that. And eventually I just stopped saying that to myself. But it is good to take a break though for a while. Taking a break then going back on doesn't hurt. Like, I've done that. I've gone on sites and then taken a break for a while and then going back. So it's not a bad thing to do that. I mean, really depends on like who you're talking with and stuff like that. And also be aware for plenty of fish. Also, if you plan on going on there, which I don't recommend, but if you are, then no judgment there. But there was one time I did like a prescription for like, I think maybe like a month or maybe a couple months, I can't remember. But then fraud detection called my house, and then they said something about it being an escort service, which why the hell it did that, I have no idea. But like, my mom and I thought that was really, really weird. Because she ended up hearing the call too, and it was very awkward, in front of my mom. But it is what it is. But she already knew like the story. Like she already knew that I had nothing to do with escort sites, because I'm not into that stuff. I'm not judging people who are into escort sites. If you're into that, that's on you. But me, like, I was never into that. Hell no. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for my video. It's been a little long. It's been close to 20 minutes, and usually my videos are short and sweet. But yeah, I just appreciate everybody for watching. Hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy and whatnot. And shout out to Leroy Green 85, aka The Last Dragon. Thanks so much for the video request and stuff like that. If you have any more, let me know. And also, for anybody else who wants me to do any more videos in the future, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I appreciate all the new subscribers and the new comments and stuff like that. I read everybody's comments. Sorry if I don't get back to you. There's just so many comments, and there's so many new subscribers and comments and stuff like that. It's hard to reply to every person, but I'll reply to you if I get a chance to. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.